yeah.
Apply. Update them. All right, what's up, everybody? We're live again. This is Lil Q here with the Monday Night Marks. Say hello, Hollywood.
Hello, Hollywood.
No, it's not what I meant.
That's what you got. That's what you said. You said say hello, Hollywood.
Whatever. You know, he's a loser. But anyway, so
Loser.
as you can see,
Yeah, because anyone will believe that.
well, I mean, if they listen, they probably already know by now. But it is what it is.
Maybe. Except for White. Go ahead.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Shout out White, if you guys don't know him. Look up From Pillar to Post on YouTube. Anyway.
Why would you do that? Now you doomed us.
We're linked with Doomsday.
Goddamn, pal.
Goddamn. Bury him. So
Swig of coffee there. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm drinking hot tea, spotted tea.
A spot.
Spotted tea. Oolong, actually. It's called oolong. You know
Oolong.
Actually, you should
know
Mr.
I know all
Mr.
about
tea guy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Former, by the way.
So we're here. Why are we here, Hollywood? I mean, they could probably tell from the stream graphic. They could tell from this beautiful little graphic I threw up. It's over here.
Yeah, I guess you could say this show has been prompted by a goofy fantasy booking idea I had. So I guess this is like a fantasy booking meeting.
Yeah, and it's, hopefully, I mean, we got some interaction on our Cody Rhodes video. We actually, 40 plus views so far, 2 days ago. So appreciate you guys. And I swear it wasn't us running it up, because if you try, they don't let you. So I tried.
I ran it up.
Yeah. So
how many did we get?
It was like, right now it's like 42, I think. And
yeah, I did like 41 myself. So.
And the other one was me, obviously.
So there you go. We did it.
The other one was White, actually. So, thanks for the engagement on that, guys. If you commented, which we had. What was his name? You know his name. I already forget.
Was it Paz or Pez?
Pez, Powell, yeah. So thanks so much, man. That's why we want to do these, so you guys can interact with us. So basically what this is a little fantasy booking meeting. And before, as you can see from this graphic, you have Cody Rhodes here, dressed up like Two-Face, okay? And then you got up here, my thumb's behind the graphic, my finger's behind the graphic, so you can't really see. But right here, you got Ricochet backwards as Superman. Here you got Liv Morgan. Oh, shit, pal.
Oh, goddamn.
Get in tight, Kevin. Right here.
In tight.
You got Liv Morgan as Harley Quinn. That's more of like, oh, shit, that'd be hot kind of thing. And this right here, you got Seth Rollins, the Visionary, as the Joker. So, really, the main two people here are Two-Face and the Joker. This is how this kind of, video kind of started. And
so this is, I'll give a little back.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting around last night thinking about our last video that we did. And I was thinking okay, obviously, if you and I were booking a wrestling company, we would not book Cody Rhodes the way we are about to book Cody Rhodes. But I just had a thought, and I was thinking, okay, what if we worked for Vince, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe we would, still try and get our ideas in. So if you're listening to this is basically, let's say, Hollywood and Q, we're on the staff for a year. We're on the writing staff for WWE, and we already know how the game is played because all of our ideas have been shot down, right?
Right.
All of our proper pro wrestling ideas. So now we're going to play the game with Vince, and we're going to pop Vince with this idea. So that's basically how I started. And then I'm, thinking about it, chuckling to myself as I'm texting you.
And now it became whatever this is about to become. So,
right.
So, yeah. So, yeah, basically what Hollywood said was, imagine if Cody Rhodes, because, Seth's kind of like the Joker, imagine if Cody Rhodes did like a Two-Face thing. And I don't know, I guess this is kind of where you probably came from, like when he was doing the dashing stuff, because he had that kind of like when he got ugly, he had that like weird mean side to him all of a sudden, That's right, yep. He was disfigured. Right, he was disfigured. So, that he's a dude who could do something like that. And it would be pretty cool because if you think about, and like obviously once again, this isn't meant to be like super serious, but maybe
No, not at all.
But maybe, you know, like there's some little themes in here, and like a little bit of an idea here could be, so underlying theme, Cody Rhodes could be this character who's conflicted between being a good guy or giving in to like the madness that Seth Rollins is, right? But
right, exactly. Yeah.
You know, Two-Face is the guy we're modeling him after. So, you know, he doesn't know, he goes kind of crazy because he's like tormented because there's one part of him that's like dying to get out, and then there's just the American Nightmare who's like this dude who's Cody Rhodes that we see on TV, the Valiant White Knight. And it works because in Batman, Two-Face, Harvey Dent is that guy who's like, you know, he's the public figure that, you know, saved the city, right? When, you know, if you've seen Batman, you know that's not necessarily true, but he's that public figure. But there's also the Two-Face side to him where he's insane and he's like got this dark streak. So
right, and also we're gonna have Cody do the dashing mask, the disfigured mask, but it's gonna be half.
Right, it's like literally like what you see in the graphic here over here is like similar to how he would look. It's just instead of a disfigured thing, it would be picture his face and then the other half would be a mask. So like,
yes, and viewers, listen, we know that this is insane, but if you watched our last video, you know that we said Vince will change this eventually because we think that he can't sustain the interest that he has right now as the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. So we are going to go down this road because we know Vince is going to change him somehow. So that's what we're doing here.
So, you know, it's not a Stardust thing. It's different in a way, but he could take some of those, like we've seen him be able to play a crazy character, right?
Right.
So you have Seth, basically. They could do what they just did on TV, where Seth came out and, you know, they shook hands, right? That can be how...
This is how we're going to get there. This is the idea, right?
So,
we're going to get there.
So then next week, right? Hollywood, do you already have ideas written down that you want to start with? Like, I'm sure we're going to go the same way, but I don't want to... If you have some things that you want to say first, in case, you know...
Well, I don't really have specifics. I just know the finish, the payoff of Seth versus Cody.
Okay.
So if you want to do the specifics to get us there.
I'll do this. Okay. How long is this build? How long are we saying this build is? Like a SummerSlam? Are we going to SummerSlam here?
Yeah, let's go to SummerSlam.
Okay.
I think we could get there. Yeah.
All right. So you have the joke. Let's just picture this, okay? This isn't how it's gonna. We're not gonna call Seth Rollins the Joker, and we're not gonna call Cody Rhodes Two-Face, okay? But for purposes of the story, that's basically what their characters are gonna be. And if I was,
that's what we're basing it off.
If we were in a writing room with Vince, we would say this to him to sell it.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's for a reason because it's not gonna end here. It's gonna grow and grow and grow.
Right. Okay. So let's say next week, okay?
Okay.
Cody is, you know, has like maybe like a match, okay? And for some reason he keeps like having these weird, like, you know when Mr. Wonderful looked in the mirror and he was like, Mr. Wonderful, and did all that stuff.
I am Mr. Wonderful.
Like maybe Cody started to have doubts about himself. He's like, why would I shake his hand, kind of thing? Like he should be my enemy, right? Like I came back for this, whatever. So maybe over this like first month or so on TV, he's developing kind of this weird mean streak, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then let's say he wrestles. What would the next pay-per-view be? Like some idiotic one that I'm not gonna watch, probably. Like,
oh yeah, they do like a WrestleMania,
like Backlash. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say at Backlash he wrestles. I don't
know.
know.
We could have Seth like tormenting him in the back, playing jokes on him, but he doesn't know it's Seth.
Right. So like
to get that side out of him.
He's getting crazier. So let's say the first month of TV is Seth.
Maybe he's leaving broken mirrors in his locker room.
Right?
Like stuff like that in his locker.
So Cody looks at it, maybe it freaks him out. You know, he sees two sides of him. So that's basically the first month of TV right there. maybe the last week before the pay-per-view, he maybe hears like some laughing and he's like thinks it's Seth, but you know it's not revealed it's Seth yet. Okay. Then at the pay-per-view, I don't know if I want to bring Ricochet into this build yet or not, because I want him to play a role. But I don't know what role I want him to play.
Well, I think right now is he the Intercontinental Champ currently?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let me Google
because if he is, then we leave it on him until this whole thing plays out. If he's not, we have to get it on him.
Is he? Yeah, he is. He is. First reign.
He is. Okay, there you go. So he's the time with him.
Yes.
Superman.
We got Superman Ricochet, okay? Because basically the only reason he's Superman is because he wears a cape in the ring, and he has very superhero-y things, okay?
He does the superhero thing
Now
with the jump and the thing and the flip and the thing and the fist
and all the flippy things. Now, picture this, okay? You have some maybe like after who's he wrestling at the pay-per-view? Who are we saying? Are we saying Ricochet? Is that what we're
Cody?
Yeah. Does he wrestle at the pay-per-view? Because I think I have an idea for like the next month pay-per-view. But like, what is he? I say here, whoever he wrestles, I don't think the opponent's important, but I think that he shows his mean side where he's not a face. Like maybe he kind of beats him down after the match. He's turning a little bit psycho, right? Maybe you have like a Seth spot in the middle of the match where like Seth's like like over the loudspeaker or something. Okay.
Yep. But maybe we could put a little modulation on it. So it's Seth, but it doesn't sound quite like Seth.
But because Cody's in his crazy state, like maybe he doesn't know, right?
He's not sure.
So let's do that, okay? Cody wins, he goes over, and he annihilates whoever he just wrestled. Maybe even it's a DQ and the guy wins, but Cody clearly is dominating, right?
Okay.
Now, for next pay-per-view, I want Batman and Robin, aka Riddle and Orton, to defend their titles against Seth and Cody Rhodes, aka Joker, Two-Face. Okay. So.
Oh wait, we can't get there yet.
You don't want to get there yet?
All right. If you want to get there yet, then I got to give you what at the go home show. We'll do it this way.
Okay. Well, SummerSlam is wherever. Is that where your finish is? Is that where we're going to? Is that where?
Oh, I thought you were building Cody and Seth apart until SummerSlam.
Okay. No, I was. Well, I think I am. Like that's the goal. But I still think that they get I think maybe.
But if they're together next month, then they're not apart till SummerSlam.
Oh, you're saying like in general, like even seeing each other, like kind of thing, like even. I was gonna say that they are forced to do this, but they they just don't. I don't know. I was gonna say that like they're not gonna work together during this match, but they're gonna be putting it. You know what I mean?
Oh, how are we doing that?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Like that's okay. So maybe scratch that idea. That one gets vetoed. But we do need something. We probably need something for Seth to do in this build. Because right now he's not on TV. He's just laughing, right?
Right. Or he's just constantly laughing.
Or is he on TV and you just don't know it's him? Like, is he still wrestling? Or is he just off TV entirely?
Oh, yeah. We have to do that as a diversion so you don't...
So you don't know. Okay.
Right. See, I almost want to play with it to where is like Cody's in the ring sometimes and the lights go out. And the fans will think, oh my God, it's Bray Wyatt because there's laughter or there's something weird going on. But it's not. It's just Seth. Meanwhile, Seth is in some meaningless program with like, I don't know.
Drew. No, not Drew. Probably someone worse than Drew. Let's just say like Happy Corbin, just for the sake of this. Something like
okay. Yeah. Happy Corbin's perfect.
Happy Corbin might have a role to play in this, actually.
He does in my mind. We'll get there. We'll see if it's the same idea.
Okay, so Seth's doing something with Happy Corbin. Okay, Cody is, I guess, still... I don't even want to say it's a heel turn, but I guess it kind of is a heel turn. It's more of just, like, battling inner demons. Like, he's kind of turning on himself more than, like, the fans, you know? If that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's happening, right? I don't know how Liv Morgan gets involved, but she needs to get involved. Probably a part of Seth's, right? Because... if she's going to be the Harley Quinn in this story, she needs to be a part of the Joker's antics, probably. So
right, and listen, I know immediately people are thinking, "Oh, you can't do that because he's married to Becky."
And Brandy,
listen,
you're right.
They don't talk. Becky and Seth are never on TV together at the same time.
No.
So if they don't acknowledge it on TV, hell, we can put Liv Morgan with Seth. It doesn't even matter.
Right.
And it's going to happen.
Dude, even like... yeah, so Liv Morgan's on TV. It doesn't have to even be romantically linked. It could just be that, like, she's, his, like, what's that called? Advocate? No, that's not advocate. Like, sidekick. Sidekick is what I'm looking for.
Sidekick,
like a Robin, okay? So, let's just say Cody's been seeing these broken mirrors, okay? Now, Liv Morgan is involved with the broken mirrors, but we still don't know it's Seth doing all this to Cody, okay? So, she's just kind of come out of the light and she's like all whacked out and crazy, sort of like Alexa Bliss, but like not, because I think they screwed that up. But anyway, I digress. She's the Harley Quinn in the story, okay?
Right.
I say she cost Cody a match or two. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say on TV during Raw. So this is the second month, right? When is SummerSlam? August, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're in June by now.
April, May, June.
No, we're in. Yeah, okay. So
we're in May.
We're in May. So May is basically Cody and Liv Morgan.
So
when is Money
Liv.
in the Bank? You go ahead. I'm gonna look up when Money in the Bank is because that would be a nice little filler.
That might be May or June. I think we can have Harley Quinn being the one doing the physical work for the Visionary, the Joker.
Right.
Like she's actually maybe hints to Cody, hey, there's smoke coming out of your locker, and then he opens it and it's smoke and mirrors, and she just walks away, and you hear Seth laughing, but you don't know it's Seth.
Right. Well, because we're gonna, like he said, we're gonna put modulation on it.
Right.
Now.
And everyone will be fooled.
Right. So right now, all you know on TV, so it is May, okay? Let's say the building to this pay-per-view. All you know is that Cody is going through a dark. At this point, he's pretty much Two-Face, I would say. Like 2 months.
I don't think he's there yet. There yet.
He's getting there for sure, though, right? Like,
for sure, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So Liv Morgan's turning. I think Liv Morgan's probably going to be the one that drives him to drink, for lack of a better term, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So Liv Morgan and Seth, let's say the whole May is basically her playing antics. Maybe she teases. She's probably going to tease that there's like a boss or something, aka Seth, but we don't know that, right?
So Money in the Bank is May.
It's July. So actually,
July. So what's May?
You know, WWE pay-per-view May. Let's see.
May here.
Oh, June's Hell in a Cell. We could do something with that for sure. Oh, wait, no, May is Backlash. Okay, so we're building towards Hell in a Cell. It's early June, so that's what we're building.
Oh, because Mania is beginning of April. That counts as April. Okay, so let's do this then. So June is what?
June is Hell in a Cell.
All right, this is what we do. We unveil Seth. We'll do it on a Raw. It'll close the show.
Yes.
He will go out there and reveal the fact that it's been him that's trying to pull this out of Cody, and he will beat down Cody, and Liv will be with him, laughing the whole time.
I like it.
Skipping around, twirling her hair.
Being hot,
and then Seth is going to disfigure him, and that's where the
Two-Face happens. Boom. Gotcha.
Yep.
And then are we locking them in the cell? What do
next
we do?
month? They have to have the cell match next month because Cody's still turning heel, obviously, but he has to fight Seth.
I think that's when he fully turns heel, probably in the cell. I think being locked in there, Liv is gonna do a crazy Undertaker supernatural thing. Okay, where like maybe not supernatural, but like she'll come out from under the ring because Harley Quinn. This isn't supposed to be supernatural necessarily. But like dark for sure, dark and like crazy for sure. So maybe she comes out with like isn't Harley Quinn's weapon like a baseball bat or some shit?
Yes.
Maybe she comes out with like a baseball bat, like Janice and TNA with like spikes and shit on it, and maybe we go down that dark side where she kind of is letting Cody have it, and eventually he snaps, and there you have Two-Face. I think Seth wins this match.
No,
you don't.
You just gave the finish for Cody to win.
Gotcha. DQ.
He and her, she gives him the bat as Seth is laying there.
Okay.
And Cody has to decide whether to use it or not. He picks it up and uses it. Beats Seth.
So he wins. Okay.
So Seth lays there laughing, even though he's bloodied up.
Right. Boom.
Because mission accomplished. Cody is now Two-Face.
Book that shit, Vince.
Book it, Vince.
I would mark out over that.
So would I. And we're not done, Vince.
No, we're not. All right. So now we're in a bit of a pickle, okay? Because here's what we have. We have Two-Face, we got Seth still, and we have Liv, okay? We're going to need some more casts, I think, because next month we have Money in the Bank, and then we have SummerSlam. So Money in the Bank is one of those weird pay-per-views where it's like, I don't think they wrestle at all. I think we wait till SummerSlam. I think maybe you could put them both in the Money in the Bank match, or one of them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, we need some other characters, I think. Now, what did you say to me about the fridge? Do you remember?
About the bridge?
The fridge, the refrigerator.
Oh, the fridge. Yes. Okay. So that's what we can do. Meantime, now we have 2 months of TV to play with for the tag team titles. We got Orton and we got Riddle. We can run them up against the Alpha Academy.
Yes.
Okay. First month, maybe Alpha Academy gets DQ'd, whatever, dirty finish. They have a rematch, but this time it's all over the arena. What is that called? Falls count, right?
Yeah, falls count anywhere, I think, yeah.
What if we have Randy Orton and Riddle throw Otis in the middle of the match, out back,
yes,
into the arena freezer?
And lock him in.
Lock him in.
He's locked in.
Now listen, we're not going to see Otis now for a couple weeks because he's locked in some arena somewhere in St. Louis or wherever they're going to be.
And
he's in the freezer.
And I just thought about this, okay? When we finally do see Otis, you bring back Mandy Rose as his love, and because her last name's Rose, she becomes our Poison Ivy. But she helps Penguin, okay? AKA Otis.
Yep.
So she doesn't even really play that, like Otis kind of doesn't even play that important of a part. They're just supporting roles to fill time.
Exactly.
And add to the craziness, okay? So Mandy Rose is our Poison Ivy. All right. Now, as you can see, this shit is getting out of hand.
Picture.
Imagine Mandy Rose in full green, bro. Like painted green. Oh my god.
And picture Seth just sitting there loving it. Loving all the chaos he just created.
Oh my god, dude. Those segments would be gold. Like, oh my god, dude. So right now, so Money in the Bank is what we're doing. Is that how you said we're gonna do the tag team thing on Money in the Bank? Are we gonna do that? We're gonna do that.
Yeah, that'll be like the side part of it.
Okay.
The same night, yeah.
So we're building to SummerSlam now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have all these characters, but the main thing is still Seth against Cody, right?
Yes.
Do we put them? Do we have like whoever the authority figure is? I don't know. Who would be like the Commissioner Gordon of the story? Like who would
Commissioner Gordon?
We need like whoever the Raw GM is. I don't even know who it is right now. Whoever the authority figure is. I think maybe during one of these matches, maybe not. You let me know, Hollywood, but maybe they kind of coax Cody and Seth here with like a title match against RK Bro, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they accept the challenge because maybe they're at like Cody's second face talks him into it for the gold, right? Like, oh, you can handle it. Like maybe his sane side saying like, oh, you got this. You can handle being there for the gold, right? They're greedy. Joker, like obviously Seth is gonna say yes because he just wants chaos. He doesn't really care.
Right, he doesn't care how he gets it.
So they go in there. They try to have a match. Cody and Seth are not able to come together. Right? Maybe Cody beats down all of them with his two-face thing. Seth's there laughing again. He gets sent through an announce table. He's laughing. Maybe Randy and I don't know. It's a big friggin' schmoz. You got Otis running down with Mandy.
Like the Penguin.
And guess who comes out in the middle to run everyone off? Super Ricochet. Because he needs to maintain order. They run out of options at this point. Vince, whoever the G, maybe if it's even Vince because it's too much chaos. He can't control his business anymore. He's in there. He's like, I need help. I don't know what to do anymore because I can't maintain order. And that's where Ricochet comes in. He runs them all out of the ring. And then, boom, that's your go-home show. Vince announced... Well, maybe that's not the go-home. Maybe, but Vince is going to somehow... Maybe we can use the socials. But Cody... We got Cody and Seth at SummerSlam, right? You got... Who... You could have Ricochet... I don't know. See, I don't know where Ricochet plays in this whole thing. That's the thing.
Actually, we can run Cody and Ricochet for the Intercontinental title.
At SummerSlam?
Yep. He just stays heel.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Boom. There you go. There's a
And the thing of it, the beauty of it is you know that like marks are gonna hate this, but it's gonna be so bad, it's good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? So guys like me would typically hate it, but I would love this because it's just ridiculous, and it's WWE. So you know.
And here's the thing: when we're saying this, you're not actually going to turn Mandy Rose into like Poison Ivy. Like they're going to play themselves on screen, but they're all just going to be kind of crazy. Like you're going to like
right.
Like
and here's the thing. I thought of an idea on how to ground it like in reality. So even if you want to get crazy with Poison Ivy, or if you want Otis to be waddling like a penguin,
which I do, I really want that. At very least.
And Vince would love it. Vince would go nuts for that.
He's a penguin, Kevin.
Look at it! God damn it! This is great. Such good shit.
He's a penguin.
So here's how you ground it. At some point, you have like a backstage segment with RK Bro.
Yeah.
And you have Riddle like buy into it, like, dude, I feel like I'm like Robin, bro, and you're like Batman. The trick of the grounding would be Randy Orton, and he'd be like, all of you are out of your minds.
Yep. That's
I am not Batman. And you could actually shoot it like the old Adam West Batman. He could be looking off past the camera, and you could have like Riddle pull out the mask even, right? Like the Robin mask. Mm-hmm. And he could be looking at him, and Randy could be talking like he could be doing Adam West as he's cutting the promos, like, you guys are all insane. But you have a good idea. Right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he could just look at Robin, and they can go cut it. That's
like
it.
That's how so long-term build, this isn't gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna help Seth and Cody. Like they're who we're trying to make awesome characters out of. Otis, it doesn't matter. He's already went through so much shit that who cares, right? Ricochet needs something to do, quite frankly, and he's not gonna be Superman. He's gonna look like the strongest IC champ ever by running off all these. You know what I mean?
Yep. And the girls need something to do. Why not throw them in here? Exactly.
Liv's not. I mean, she's with Rip. We could get Rhea in there somehow. I don't know. She can get involved because they were together on TV right now, or they break up because she turned. Yeah, that's what the month.
There you go.
Before she gets involved is gonna happen. Liv's gonna turn crazy into Harley Quinn. Mm-hmm. And this just goes to show people that it's really not that hard to write entertaining TV. Like if they did that, bro, wrestling Twitter would break. I would watch it every week. I would be dying.
So would I. I'd be locked in.
Yep, I'd be dying laughing at Otis waddling like a penguin. Cody's now. I'm telling you, the Cody segments would be like serious. Like they would get dark and deep and awesome. Liv would get over huge because she would be like this batshit crazy hot. Oh shit, pal, like character, right? Mm-hmm. Seth would be. I mean, he's already doing this stuff, and people love it. Like I love it, you love it. I know a lot of people love it. He's still Seth, and the thing is they're gonna put on quality matches. Like you're telling me that anything RK Bro's been in has been awesome. Seth and Cody are gonna put on good matches every time. You know, Ricochet's gonna put on a good match. It's all gold, right? Mm-hmm. And you could even go the like long term build wise. If Randy comes out looking good at this, you can have a Mania match against Seth. You can have a Mania match against Cody. Maybe all three of them. You just run it until Mania. Run it till the Rumble. Maybe one of them gets their hands on the big belt, which, I mean...
Hell, you could run it to SummerSlam and have the superheroes versus the villains.
You totally could. Roman could get involved as champ if he has it that long.
Because Aquaman.
Because he's Aquaman. Right. Momoa. So, ultimately, we just wrote a year of WWE TV. In 28... No, because we talked bullshit for like 8 minutes, so 20 minutes.
Oh, Corbin? I was thinking Mr. Freeze.
Oh, okay, I like that.
What were you thinking?
I was just like, I don't know, because... Yeah, I guess that's a good part for him to play. I think his character's so kind of batshit crazy anyway. It's like believable in Gotham City right now, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely,
he can just literally do what he's doing right now and just, you know, because like he's already crazy, so... But yeah,
or you could throw a mask on him for some reason and make him Bane somehow.
Dude,
we could figure that out.
No, we need a Bane. Lesnar.
Who is the Bane?
And Lesnar, like.
I don't know if Lesnar would be down for it.
It needs to be someone that's like a monster, but like maybe like Lashley. But I don't know at this point in his career if he. I feel like it's got to be someone young you could get over. You know, it can't just be like it can't be like a 40-plus-year-old. But like, what's the guy? The Steiner kid,
Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Braun Breaker. Yep, you just call him Braun.
You just call him Braun, like Bane.
Yeah, exactly. You just
put a friggin' mask on him. How would we get there?
Okay, so he's the NXT champ right now, so you got to.
Oh, here's what you do. Okay, wait. SummerSlam or no Survivor Series. Nice. They're gonna do the old school. What do we have? We have 4 bad guys.
Yeah, so
So to be a 4-on-4, you got Orton, Riddle, Ricochet, and they need their fourth.
okay, well we need to introduce someone else then, because Bane's a bad guy, right? Or are you saying just throw?
Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay,
So we would need two faces. Braun would, yeah. So we fill out the five faces, and then the villains bring in Braun Breaker as the. Yep.
So we,
now why would he do that? Because maybe he's pissed off at Commissioner Gordon for not calling him by his real name.
Yes, I like that. There it is. Yeah. And here's the thing. Remember, dude, I just thought of it in my freaking head, bro. Okay.
Okay.
So you know how like the main story of Bane is that him and Batman are connected from that like Shadow League or whatever the shit it's called, right? So you have Orton, who's our Batman. You have him go after Orton. This could be the Mania match, actually. This could be why he got involved, because that's a couple months away. So you have Braun, who's saying, "Oh, you're second generation. or third generation. My family's also important. I'm second generation, but people forget about me in the shadows or whatever. Some shit like that, okay?" And he comes after Orton because he's like, You're not the only person who can make a legacy here. Blah blah blah. Like my uncle and my dad are in the Hall of Fame too. Blah blah blah. So that's how you introduce him. His number one target's Orton, but for now, he's just. And keep in mind, he can be that guy who tries to start maintaining order, because that's kind of what Bane does. Like, he wants to be in charge, right? So, yeah, I think that's the way you do it.
That's a great spot for him.
Yeah, dude.
Like, imagine surrounding him with, like, all that talent.
And the timeline makes so much sense, too, because, like, right now he's NXT champ, but it's April. By November, that's a perfect time for him to drop it and then come up. Dude, here's another thing you're forgetting, too. Like what's it? Gunther, but actually Walter. He could.
Ooh.
I don't want him to be the Bane, because I like the Braun Breaker thing way more. But there's something you could do. Like, they need to start bringing those guys up.
Yeah.
So let's just, now that we're in this deep rabbit hole, right? Let's just lay out what Mania would be. We don't have to like go month by month.
Okay.
But I just want to see, like, so we could have that Braun Breaker versus Orton match, right?
Right.
But that leaves Riddle out. That's a problem. Maybe Riddle against Otis. Penguin versus Robin, something there, because Otis probably needs something to do.
I like that. Yeah. I like it.
And it could be enjoyable for sure. That'd be a nice little debut for Riddle, Mania debut by himself,
Right, nice solid win.
Right. Yeah, he would go over clean. I think Braun goes over Orton. I'll say that. I think that could be like, I think that
clean.
Does he introduce a stable at Mania? Does that too long of a timeline though, or does he already have cronies and that's how he wins? Because you know how Bane likes his fighters.
Yes. Yeah, you could actually have an offshoot now. An offshoot group.
Right.
With him leading. Dude, this is... How far do you want it? Should we go 2 years down the road? Like
at this point.
Maybe just Poison Ivy can help him.
Okay. That's fine. We'll just say that. And then... we
need a Catwoman, by the way. We need a Catwoman.
We do need a Catwoman. Oh, we need a Catwoman. We definitely need a Catwoman.
Totally.
Who could it be, though?
And that's like Batman's love interest. So who would work with Orton?
Oh, dude, any girl that's younger that would have watched him wrestling. Like, because I'm telling you firsthand experience. I have, like, friends who know nothing about wrestling. Like, college girls, but, like, think Randy Orton's, like, the hottest dude on the planet.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. They'll they used to watch it with me they'll just watch Orton's match and leave. Like, it's weird.
That's so great.
But keep in mind, Catwoman's got to be like, she's got to have like a darker side to her, but she's also kind of like your girl next door type. So it's like a weird. Who fits who's doing nothing on the roster right now that could be that person that you could link with Orton and it wouldn't be weird,
Right.
Maybe you bring someone back. Like, I don't. Is it like an old vet? I feel like no, because I think the point of this is we're trying to get some more people over, right?
Right, yeah. It has to be somebody young. The problem is I don't really know a lot of their young.
I mean, maybe that's how you introduce Bayley back on TV, but I don't think that makes sense. Like, she would do awesome in that role, but I think she's bigger than that, and I don't think that makes sense for the storyline, unfortunately.
Catwoman.
See, I can't move forward until we have a Catwoman now.
I know. Now we're stuck.
I'm just going to Google the roster, bro. All right, WWE women's roster. There's got to be some chick in NXT, right?
Who was in the 4-way tag match at WrestleMania that I didn't pay attention to?
Carmella. Oh, what's her face? Dude, she would be a great Catwoman, maybe.
Who?
Zelina.
Yes, done.
Yeah,
Her.
there it is. Boom, there it is. Because they just lost the belts too. So maybe she goes off TV. She comes back as like she's gonna get some singles love, right? Maybe she has like a high profile match during these pay-per-views. Because like she's gonna be linked with RK Bro, but only in the sense that like she's into Randy, right? Like she doesn't really care about Riddle, so she's just gonna be linked with them.
And you could play that up too because Randy could see it. Like it's just more craziness because he's the straight man. Like he's the grounded guy, right?
Yep. So he's just kind of like so at Mania you have Randy. So you have who did I say Randy was wrestling again? Braun, right? Randy and Braun. So you have Randy and Braun, and then are we saying Catwoman gets involved there? Does she turn heel here?
Maybe she gets involved to help Randy, but it costs him.
I like
because she's in love with him.
I like that a lot. And then so Cody and Seth's the high profile match, right?
All right, we're doing Mania. Yeah.
Does Ricochet still have the belt by now? Who is he wrestling? Because we said maybe that's a triple threat, bro. Maybe Riddle, Ricochet, and Otis is a triple threat. If Ricochet still has the belt.
Otis is Riddle.
Right, but I'm saying, do we make it a triple threat?
No, let's give Riddle the win over the Penguin.
Okay. So then what are we doing with Ricochet?
Ricochet Cody. We did that already, right?
Yeah. But what are we doing with Seth and Cody then? That's the thing.
Dude, now I don't want to split them up at all.
You just want to keep them?
Because I'm so in love with this.
But
we could go Joker versus Aquaman. Maybe turn Roman face somewhere along the way.
Or do you do triple threat because Seth's like added chaos, and like even if he's aligned with Two-Face, he's just like
he's still the Joker,
right? So you don't know what's gonna happen. That's the main event of next.
Dude,
WrestleMania 39.
There you go. Oh my God, there you go.
Dude.
That happens. Seth screws Cody. He's been using him for a year.
Yep.
He gets the Intercontinental title off Ricochet. He's the champ, and now Cody's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get your Cody and Seth whenever you want it.
And then that could be SummerSlam. Next SummerSlam.
Yes.
Dude, that's like a year and a half of TV. No, actually, that's a year and a half of TV. Wait, so what are we doing with Roman?
Vinnie Mac, join the Discord. Send us a message.
What if you actually
we'll talk privately about more ideas.
Vinnie Mac. What if you saw in chat Vinnie Mac like 69 has joined?
Vinnie Mac 69.
Bros, get in here. This kid and this dude are talking about some crazy shit.
He leaves us a message. Hey, pal. He's trying to disguise his voice. Hey, pal. This is Vince in Connecticut.
Anyway, you could fly up here, pal. Like, sure, Vince.
Super villains versus superheroes.
Did we have a plan for Roman, by the way, before we end the vid? Or the stream?
We said Aquaman, but it was kind of jokey. But
I feel like
we keep him away from all this?
I think we keep him away from it until we see if it works, and then maybe like whoever comes out of this looking the best, we'll see if maybe SummerSlam or next Mania. I don't know. I don't think he should lose the belt for like 3 years the way WWE's going. Honestly, they need him to have it. So like,
I know.
Yeah, I think Lesnar. I think the guys like Lesnar, even Drew for now. Lesnar, Drew, Roman, Lashley. Those guys should stay away from this. I think the only reason Orton would be down to do this is because he's having so much fun with RK Bro. So like, I think even like logistically, it makes a lot of sense for him to be involved in this shit. And I think Cody would like if you look at it, this would be the most important thing for a year and a half on TV because Roman only builds himself. Like he's just gonna squash people until his title match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna have these two wrestling, or these two. Well, not even these two. These, however, how many people do we need? Like 8 or 10 or something. All these people involved on TV, and let's just say it's Raw for whatever like then this is not SmackDown. Let's just say we wrote Raw for a year and a half. Like this isn't like Orton's like in like a low tier feud. Like it's still Seth and Cody as like the main points. Like this is gonna be like a high profile feud with two legit stars. So
yep.
But yeah, man, there you go. There's a year and a half of TV, Vinnie Mac.
It's perfect. I love it. And again, this is based on the fact that we know Vince is going to change Cody, so why not do it this way?
Yep.
You could have a hell of a lot of fun.
Heck
and imagine the merch you could sell, man.
Oh my god, masks. You could have masks. You could have full body suits, Catwoman. Well, not Catwoman suits, but something like that without getting sued. the merch guys would have a trouble with that, but who cares?
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's what they're there for, pal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess that's it. That's
it. That's all I got. We did it.
There's our show for this Thursday night on April 7th. If you see this afterwards, thanks for watching. If you watched during, thanks for watching. Join the Discord. Follow us on Twitter at Monday Marks Pod. It's right. The inverted thing's weird. It's right here. Comments. Let us know. Would this be fun TV? Drop your fantasy booking stuff. How you would book Cody. Because obviously, like we said, this is for fun, but at the same time, could work. It would totally work. So so just let us know what you guys think. This was fun. Hollywood, you got anything for the squaw?
Nope, that's it. Love it. Let us know what you think.
And on that, I will end the stream. But first, check out From Pillar to Post and watch Joe White. # Joe White on Twitter. Later, guys.